Well, I'm not sure if it's a funny moment or a gross moment, but they had to put pate on my face, like on my cheek, so that he would lick me and give me affection, because otherwise he doesn't really like to show me any affection.
He's very professional.
He's like, oh, sorry, who is this woman?
Is he already a superstar?
Yeah.
So you would constantly...
Yeah, I had to have pate put on my face, and he would lick it off. And sometimes he would lick it into my mouth, which was, delicious.
I'm sure he was.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. There must be some.
I have to say my favourite moments are, he was beautifully trained by Julie Totman, and he was fantastic, and he did everything was asked of him, sometimes only once, but you only need it once. But the one thing she never taught him was to enjoy being kissed by Beattie. And that used to make me laugh every time. Every time she went to kiss him, he went, oh, get off. So that was my bit I enjoyed a lot.
The thing is, he is probably the most professional actor I've ever worked with. He's on his cues, does the tricks, gets on his mark. He's incredible. It wasn't really that difficult. I mean, the difficult thing was, him not showing me enough affection between takes. I'd ask for feedback and, he'd just ignore me. So it's quite tricky. I'm quite a needy actress. Yeah.
And,
hello?
Oh.
Yeah.
He wanted to have a say, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't like needy actresses.
Patrick.
Well, I'm sure you're aware we don't get a lot of time. I mean, we've shot the whole film in 30 days.
Wow.
So what we did was we prepared. And by preparing, I went down to see Julie. We made sure that Harley had seen cameras, he'd seen track, he'd seen dollies. But of course, once you come on set, there's an awful lot of people. And it's silly things like on the first day, the clapperboard got smacked and he jumped. And we became very aware of all these things, like nobody touched him on set except Julie and except Beattie, because he was there to do a job. But what I found most touching was on his days off, he used to stand outside Julie's bedroom door because he wanted to go to work. So he did enjoy himself, and I wanted that. I didn't want him not to enjoy himself.
Oh, he's a true professional.
True professional.
Look at him. I didn't realise the whole pug fandom until I did this film. And then there's huge online communities of people who love pugs, aren't there?
Yeah.
Oh no, you've been quiet now.
Is it because maybe they have these huge eyes?
Yeah.
They resemble a little bit like the teddy bears or
and they've got great personalities, I think, as well. He's such a little character.
And in the scene when he's chasing the deers in Richmond Park.
Oh yeah.
Was that real, or was it CGI?
No. They filmed the deer and then they put the deer sort of into the background of the dog scenes. He wasn't really chasing the deer.
Okay. Because I've seen dogs in Richmond Park chasing the deer.
Yeah, well, there's that famous video of the Fenton.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's what we were trying to sort of recreate.
Yeah.
Oh, obviously, wow. Harley would never chase a deer in real life.
Of course not.
It's a very good dog.
There is a pug.
Crazy. Everything goes in cycles. Everything goes in cycles. It used to be, it's what they call handbag dogs now, isn't it? People want the French bulldogs and, they will have their moment in the sun and then it'll go on to something else. But he's a particularly handsome one, I have to say. When I walk in the park, I obviously notice them now. And some of them, gosh almighty, they look like something from a medieval painting with their eyes looking in opposite directions. But he's particularly handsome, I think.
You've grown up in a household full of comedy.
Yeah.
I mean, your mum and dad, Jennifer Saunders and Adrian Edmondson, they're brilliant in their own, acting and writing.
Yeah, I know.
So
what was I thinking?
I'm interested in finding out how is it to grow up in a comedy household.
I guess. I mean, fun. I don't really know any different, so
that's...
it's hard to sort of make a comparison. But they are the most like supportive, kind, loving parents that you could ever ask for. So it was lovely in that respect. I think we had a really amazing childhood.
I bet you did.
Yeah.
I would have loved to have such a fun
Yeah.
environment. Does he help, obviously, what you do now? Obviously, this is so much inspiration.
Yeah, it definitely helps what I do now. And they're both really supportive, and it's such a great sort of well of experience to draw from in terms of like getting advice and stuff. So yeah.
And all the cakes that you were eating during the
Yes.
the teachers sitting
Yeah.
down, all those, were they really? Did you eat all that?
Hey, I didn't ever actually eat any of the cakes, if you watched carefully.
Yeah, it's
Although
true, it's
Emily
true, yes.
Attack got through quite a few
How about your
eclairs.
mom?
My mum got through some. Yeah. Those eclairs were delicious.
Yeah, they
So,
look delicious.
and I
Not the
didn't
first
have any.
biscuits, though, the hard
Oh
ones.
no, those were terrible. They were genuinely like rocks.
Great, thank you so much. And thank you, Harley.
Thank you.
You were
Say thank you.
amazing.
Say thank you to the lady. No.
I was going to ask you about why you chose Richmond Park. It's my next door park. So there aren't many films where Richmond Park is featured. So
Well, that was the reason, to be honest, that having so much of London has been seen. We've done the Ab Fab London, which is the glittering, sparkly Bridget Jones London, and then people do country. And the lovely thing about Richmond is people don't know about it. I mean, of course, a few million of us do, but outside this country, people aren't aware. And the lovely thing is, and I have the shots where you can see the city and then see this amazing park, and it's huge. And it became another character. And also the river. I thought the river would make such a lovely backdrop. And I think that's another part of London that people don't see, but is so beautiful.
oh, it's amazing. I can't get away from there. I mean, I live there, so I love it.
And it is, well, you're very lucky, is all I can say.
I would never go away from there. It's just
It is beautiful.
beautiful. And I mean, you have directed the best British comedies that at least I love all your films. And how would you define your directing style with maybe an anecdote, something that you would say, this is me?
I have always, I think I know what my audience wants, because I am that audience. And rather than saying, oh, I'm hilariously funny, and I think if you start talking about comedy, you quickly disappear up yourself. And so I would actually say I think my strength is that I am that audience and I know what they like. And that's why I continue to make stuff that people want to watch.
Yeah, makes sense. Perfectly sense.
That's it.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Mandie.
Well, thank
It's
you
been
very much.
Great pleasure.
That's
to
lovely.
meet
No,
you.
it's
Yes.
lovely. Thank you.
Tack.